Good early afternoon. We are live. I'm Andy Andrews. You joined us on the Blue Plate Special. It's Thursday, and even though it's Thursday and it's usually a Wisdom Harbor Day, we're broadcasting to everybody today, right? Yep, everybody. We got everybody all over the world, El Salvador, Canada, China, everywhere. And we got a fun show for you today. It's a Christmas show. Janice Queen, how are you doing? Merry Christmas from North Carolina. You are the queen of North Carolina. Shanda Danner, you're here today. Good. We're glad you're here. We got a bunch of people here. We got a bunch of people in the studio here. And Dina Kilpatrick, hello to you, and thank you for sharing. Oh, Marcia Taylor, hello. How are you doing? Good morning. It's good morning to you. No snow yet? No snow? Okay. Well, we ain't got any snow here either. But it's going to be a white Christmas here in Orange Beach. We just, we use the sand for our white Christmas. John Mason Smith. Is it cold over there? It's not cold. You're just across I-10. Is it already cold there? It must be coming our way. So, Christy Woods, my sister, hello. John Mason Smith, we're going to miss you Christmas Eve. I always just was very aware of you Christmas Eve at church. So, anyway, we're going to miss you guys. Christy, hey, Christy, I want you and Steve to take me to the Speakeasy. Austin said that is very cool, and I've never been. And I go by there every day, and I see that fake jewelry store, and I want to see what's behind there. So, just know that can be my Christmas present from you, is taking me to the Speakeasy. Do you know we have a Speakeasy? You did? I mean, I'm not even really. I think I know what one is, but I don't know what a modern one would be like. Matt, have we shown people the Christmas tree, the book Christmas tree? We got a picture we can put up of that for people at home. We made a Christmas tree out of books, and we're taking guesses. We got a prize that we're going to give away today. And we're going to give away this prize for whoever's closest to the number. So there's our tenny bone right back there. And we have a wide range of guesses. Have you got a picture of it? Did you show it? You're looking for it? Okay. I'm looking at it. You're looking for it. So how do you like our new pictures behind us? This is an all airplane day or jet day. We've got the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds and Fat Albert. Fat Albert is the big airplane that flies with the Blue Angels. And we were at a air show not too long ago that had the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds. And so I was lucky enough to get some decent pictures. I couldn't believe that my camera stopped. You see, Fat Albert, you see my camera stopped the propellers. Only in the picture. I mean, it didn't really stop them for real, but it stopped them in the picture. If it had stopped them for real, we'd have had some more pictures, I guess. But anyway, so you got pictures of the Christmas tree? 1 minute. Okay. All right, we'll just wait. I'm not going to wait. We got some amazing guesses, and some of you are incredibly wrong. I mean, I can't tell you how wrong you are, but there's the tree, and it's made of all of books, and Pink Ernie and Blue Fred are sitting on the top. Wing Ligson has guessed 10,000 books. That's how many wing guesses. 10,000 books. Is he from New York City? Matt? You don't know? I just saw New York City up there. Marcy Crosser Taylor. Why does it have New York City today? I don't know what that means. I don't know. We're discombobulated here. We need to get recombobulated. Marcy Crosser Taylor says there are 2,024 books. Are you guessing that because of the year? Tina Hunt says 1,962. Now we're going to take your guesses through the show, and we're going to tell you how many there are at the end of the show, and we'll give away the grand $50 gift certificate prize. Linda Ziegler-Scott says there are 777, using those Vegas numbers. Amanda Simmons-Perry says 365. Peggy McDuffie says 1,776. You know, I see people using kind of lucky numbers to guess this. 1776, 2024, 777. We need some real guesses here. I mean, you know, I want somebody to try to calculate this and figure it out. Yvonne Palmer says 1,032. Now, there is a calculated guess. I think Yvonne's made a calculated. Yvonne is an artist, by the way. Julie, do you know Yvonne Palmer? My picture of my pelican on the books back there, Yvonne painted that. Yeah. Michelle Falco says 1,111. Tim Miller, 1,897. All right, we'll keep taking your guesses, and we'll do that. But I've got a couple of things that I wrote for you that I'm going to do today. These are both Christmas pieces, and one of them is a rhyming piece, and I think you'll recognize the rhyme scheme, but it's called "'Twas the Night Before Bethlehem." All right, so here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas. There was no place to stay for two weary travelers who'd come a long way. The townsfolk were nestled all snug in their beds, while uncertainty danced in the travelers' heads. Little Mary rode a donkey, Joseph led it to town, where the innkeepers all said no rooms could be found. The stone streets were empty, the nights had grown cold. A stable was the only place left, they were told. So they entered the shelter filled with cattle and sheep. Joseph lay down a blanket where the straw was quite deep. Mary gave a brief cry, but the sheep did not scatter, and the cows just leaned forward to see what was the matter. Joseph moved them away gently. All the animals were tame. He patted them as he did so and called them by name. Back Buttercup, back Daisy, back Annabelle and Bossy, back Smoky, back Dewdrop, Penelope and Flossie. To the edge of the stable, to the straw by the wall. Lie down now, lie down now, lie down each and all. They went to their places, not making a sound, and watched with concern as Mary lay on the ground. Her breathing was heavy, her cries seemed forlorn, but soon she was smiling as the baby was born. A star shone above them, burning so bright, while nearby were shepherds abiding flocks in the night. Then what to the shepherds' eyes should appear but an angel in the air with a message, do not fear. For unto you has been born this day a child in Bethlehem who sleeps in the hay. You can find him in a manger not too far from this field, surrounded by animals and kings who have kneeled. The three kings brought gifts of frankincense, myrrh, and gold to a Savior born this night for the world to behold. Then raising his wings up over his head, he reminded the shepherds they had nothing to dread. With a flap of his feathers, the angel flew out of sight, singing Hallelujah, Merry Christmas, and to all a good night. There you go. All right, any more guesses before we move on to the next What did you guys do for trees this year? Julie, do you guys have a real tree? No, you don't. You have a fake tree? Sonia, do you have a real tree? No. You have a fake tree? No? What kind of communist are you? You just don't have a tree? Caleb Driscoll guesses 2,106. Wanda Parsons, 895. Lori Balzer, 2,047. Shonda Danner, 942. You know, we did something this year that I have avoided my entire life. I feel like a communist because we've got a fake tree. First fake tree that we've ever had in my life since I was a little kid. We had extenuating circumstances this year, and so we just decided to bite the bullet and buy a fake tree. Now, Shanda Danner says, you love that? You love that I bought a fake tree, or you love the poem? Heather Olson, bravo, I bought a fake tree, or bravo, the poem? I hope it's the poem, because I'm not really proud of myself for buying a fake tree. Edwina English, a very blessed Christmas from San Antonio. You know, San Antonio has Papacitas. That is a great Mexican restaurant. First one I ate at was in Houston. And Monica Early. Hey, Monica. Monica, I did change the airplanes behind me. I did. Merry Christmas, Andy, from Dave Huco. Schools are closing because of snow. Really? You know, all we gotta have is a forecast of flurries in North Alabama, and we would close our schools here. I mean, and Julie's like shaking her head. Julie's from Iowa, and so Julie's like, you know, she knows snow. She knows snow. Terry Rowland says 1,450 books are in the tree. Terry says, when you combine the OU Alabama score of 24-3, I'll change my guess to 243. Just kidding. It's not a joke, Terry. It's not a joke. Oh my gosh. Our tree is green. I mean, I want you to know that we didn't get one of those silver foil trees, you know, with the color wheel. Okay, we're still taking guesses. And now I'm going to read you a story. This is a story that I wrote, and it's called, and these have not been published. The poem or this has not been published. And, you know, I think I read this last Christmas, and I swore that I would do something with it by this Christmas. And, you know, here it is a couple of days before Christmas, and I hadn't done anything. What is today's date? Is it the 20th or the 19th? 19th. So 20 will be Friday, 21 will be Saturday, 22 Sunday. So Monday will be the 23rd, and that's Christmas Adam. You know, we have a son named Adam, and when he was a little bitty kid, he asked me on the 23rd, he said, Dad, if tomorrow is Christmas Eve, is today Christmas Adam? I said, yes, absolutely it is. And ever since then, the 23rd has been Christmas Adam. So Merry Christmas Adam to all you guys. Michelle Falco, you're a newbie, invited by Dina Kilpatrick. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Thank you for being with us. You're a Kimona. I love your books. You're my favorite author. Well, thank you. Thank you. And, you know, I hope you never read another author, and because I'm obviously the only author you've ever read, if I'm your favorite, but thank you very much. Okay, so here's a story that I wrote for you. This is called The Day Before the Night Before Christmas. Here we go. Michael stood on a stone platform and crossed his arms. The word busy did not adequately reflect the level of activity playing out before him. Controlled chaos was a better description. Michael and his executive staff were in charge of VIP invitations, and he was determined that none be overlooked. The task was enormous, the timing critical. Only true VIPs were to be included. Curiously, it had been decided that no part of the actual invitation would be written down or recorded in any way. Rather, the invitations would be delivered personally in different languages and dialects and issued simultaneously around the world. For Michael, it had already been a logistical nightmare. Two problems had arisen almost immediately. First, his subordinates argued over who was to be invited. Michael solved this challenge by emphatically stating that all people of status were to be included. We have the resources, he reasoned, and this will only happen once. Not a single corner will be cut. The second problem was the wording of the invitation. Was it to be an explanation? Perhaps a bit of humor should be included. Or maybe the invitation needs to be in the form of an announcement? Finally, Michael arranged a meeting of those who were actually to deliver the message and urged them to present their ideas. Meanwhile, Gabriel was in charge of the event's physical makeup, otherwise known as sound and lights. He too was feeling the pressure of constructing a presentation memorable enough to live up to the immeasurable significance of the evening. For a moment, he sat back and attempted to grasp the magnitude. No, he thought, the magnificence of what would occur in the wee hours of this very night. For a long, long time, Gabriel had been aware that this event would occur one day, but he and Michael and all the others had waited so long that it almost seemed impossible that tonight was the night. And yet, the time had come. Tonight was the night. In Bethlehem, sometime after mid-evening, God's Son would be born. Michael and Gabriel had been taken aback by God's choice of earthly parents for the boy, and they weren't the only angels who had expected a bit more from the child's lineage than a simple carpenter and his wife. The whole virgin birth thing had also raised a few eyebrows. None of Archangel's staff gossiped, of course, but to an angel they had all had to deal with Mary and Joseph's family members, who, it seemed, had nothing else to do but gossip. In any case, Gabriel was certain that between Michael's work and his own, God's choice of earthly parents would be the only unexceptional part of this event. Gabriel had worked his staff ceaselessly for months. One group timed asteroid belts, another numbered planets, comets, and moons. Gabriel personally chaired the Committee on Celestial Bodies. Together, they had arranged for a few million stars to burn brightly in the sky during the hours preceding the actual event. Only Gabriel, however, and Michael, of course, in whom he had confided, knew that at the moment of the baby's birth, the movement and sound of several billion shooting stars would combine to create a spectacle worthy of the arrival of Jesus. As a theme for this greatest extravaganza of all time, Gabriel had chosen the heavens. It was an apt name, for truly he had arranged an appearance by every galaxy in the universe. It would all be quite beyond belief, an experience never to be forgotten. But then, just when everything was almost set and ready to go, God walked in, changed the plans, and ruined everything. Oh, he was gracious, of course, and certainly appreciative of all their hard work. All the preparations they had made, however, were for naught. "We are not to invite the VIPs?" Michael asked. I'm not questioning you, sir. I only want to be certain I understand your wishes correctly." "The point, Michael," God said, "is that I am not sending my son for the VIPs. Jesus is coming to earth for everyone." "But, sir," Michael said respectfully, "it seems odd that no one should witness the babe's arrival. Might I have a delegation of VIPs invited, perhaps 100 or so?" God smiled patiently. I agree that there should be witnesses, he remarked, but on the no VIPs point, I remain adamant. God paused a moment, then said, there will be shepherds nearby. They'll be working, so wait to invite them until my son is born. Michael took an excited breath before God interrupted, saying, and invite only a few. Less than 100? Michael asked cautiously. Less than 10, God replied. Before he could go any farther, Gabriel spoke up. Sir, I'm assuming you also want to greatly reduce the size and scope of our light show? God smiled and nodded. We can cut back on moons, comets, asteroids. Gabriel was thinking out loud. Even the stars might be reduced to a more manageable few 100,000. Let's go with one, God said. All right, the archangel replied. 100,000 will still be a great number, considering the darkness of the night. And Gabriel, God said. Yes, sir? I meant one star. One. Make it a big one and bright, of course, but please just hang one. I only have one son, so one star will be perfect. As Michael and Gabriel turned to go and carry out God's instructions, he spoke again. One last thing, he said. I know how hard everyone has worked and how excited everyone is. Therefore, I do want you there. And by you, I mean everyone. Every angel in heaven is invited. Choose who you will among you as the one to invite the shepherds. Tell the shepherds not to be afraid and that you bring them wonderful news. Make sure to mention that this news is for everyone. It is for all people. Tell them that my son is born for them this day in the city of David, and that they will find him in common circumstances, wrapped in cloth, surrounded by animals, lying in a manger. Then, God paused and lifted his eyebrows. Then, I want you to sing, all of you, and sing loudly. It should be a multitude of the heavenly host. Sing glory to the highest and declare peace for the shepherds and all the people of the earth. For my son, their Savior, is born. There you go. I hope you like that. So we got any book tree guesses? Any more book tree guesses? Who was the closest, Matt? I mean, we can go ahead and reveal that the book tree contest winner our closest winner was on today's show, and she got closer than anyone on any previous post, and she is 9 away from the actual number. Shanda Danner guessed 942 books, and that stack has 933. It's funny, some people guess like 300, some people guess 10,000. And Shanda can contact wecare@andyandrews.com, and we will take care of you. You just do that to claim your prize, and thank you for playing How Many Books in the Book Tree. So we're not broadcasting next week, are we? What about the week between Christmas and New Year's? No? When are we back?
We will be back Thursday, January 2nd.
Thursday, January.
But it might just be for Wisdom Harbor.
Like, what is
Not like today. Unless you want it.
What does that mean?
Well, because on Thursdays we normally just have Wisdom Harbor is the blue plate.
Oh yeah. It'll be a Wisdom Harbor
Yeah.
thing. And so, hey, I would like to ask you guys too, if you will, you still have several days before Christmas, and of course you can just go online and do this, but I would really appreciate it if you would give Wisdom Harbor subscriptions to some of your buddies and some of your family members. It's $27 for the year. And so we would appreciate you doing that. And if you have some teachers or a pastor that would like to have some good stories to add into his sermons, if you got a boring pastor and you would like him to be more interesting, give him a subscription. If you're a teenager or kid and you have boring teachers, give them a subscription. Or maybe their stories will be better, and you'll get to actually use this in school. So we appreciate y'all being with us. Our boys are going to both be home for Christmas, and we hope your family is with you wherever you are for Christmas. And don't forget to sing good songs, listen to good music, eat a lot. Hey, when are we gonna release, and how are we gonna release the song that I wrote? Actually, I say I wrote it. Oscar Hammerstein and I wrote it.
Well, we'll just publish it as a post. It'll be here on Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else.
Okay.
So,
all right. So will we post that late today or tomorrow?
Probably be tomorrow.
Okay, probably tomorrow. But I think you think you'll like it. Wrote it with Oscar Hammerstein. Just wait. See you soon. Merry Christmas.